I had no faith in myself.
So they're like, you need to get more drunk. And like,
Dude, let's do a foot race right now, dude.
Yeah.
Let's see how fast you really are, dude.
Yeah.
Come on. Are you okay?
people walking
Crazy.
by like, damn, what can we steal? Hella cameras.
I'm hoping for Left 4 Dead 3.
At Cartridge Cartel, the first thing he tried to do was try to strangle me. I was like, what did I do?
I'm trying. But like I said, I'm the Jack Black from Brutal Legend. I'm just a roadie.
All right. It's October 5th. And we are here, New Age. I went to Guild House yesterday.
No, that was Thursday.
That was Thursday. My days are all fucked. But it was a great time. It was great seeing everyone, the gathering. It was awesome, especially like my trip from France and stuff, coming back. People like, oh shit, you're back. That was cool.
Also your trip from Portland.
And then, dude, yeah, that's the thing. Like, I came back from France, then went to Portland. Now I'm back, schedule open, get to fucking do MADHouse a lot and shit. So this is cool. We're starting with podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
This is our second try with Fistoffury.
Not really a try, but like a
Attempt.
Attempt.
It's It's a try. Yeah.
We got the full group here now.
So what happened
Everyone's
there?
here.
Let's hear the inside
Yeah,
behind the scenes. So Fist had an episode before this, didn't come out. Hopefully one day when we're like 60, it's just like raw, unedited footage and like surprise, it's out
Your
there.
kind of your kind of unedited raw footage is footage I don't want to see.
Exactly.
But what happened to the first episode?
Just honestly, if I'll keep it real with you, just like looking at the podcast and just us trying to figure out what the podcast was still going to become. I was like, hey man, a lot of these questions are cool and a lot of the stuff that we covered was okay. But like, I feel like we can do a lot better in terms of equipment. We can do a lot better. I mean, shooting it at the band hall was great, but it was just like, I felt like, hey, we need to recoup as like we get more familiar with ourselves. And the fact that like, we had like, hey, this podcast could have been better. And the fact that it had been so long since we shot it, I was like, bro, if we're going to reshoot Me in Atlantis, let's just reshoot Spist, right? Because we have so many more stories under our belts now and we have so much more comfortability with each other.
Yeah.
I feel like if we redid it, it was just going to come out much better as a whole.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
Perfectionist.
And
Virgo.
on top of that, now we also have a bunch of new equipment. We have more camera angles.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody who is supporting us and giving us a reason to be buying this stuff. Yeah.
They're everywhere.
AKA, thanks for your money.
No, I can't really say like, oh, because this is just like, hey, those two cameras were my tax return like 2 years ago. This one was
a lot of cameras.
Yeah. Dude, you gotta capture all the angles.
I feel like
I
feel like we're on full surveillance right now with all these cameras.
Don't worry. There will be a
All
day
eyes.
where that happens.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, it's all good, and I feel like now, after the first interview, I feel like, we all know each other a lot more.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And we have more stories, some funny, some awkward, but still good stories to talk about.
I think Evo was a
So-
good time. I think
Evo
everyone got
was-
closer.
Oh, yeah, no,
Yeah.
definitely a lot closer at Evo, which was probably, like I said before, was the first time that I've actually gone to Evo, and there was like, I saw a lot more familiar faces than I've ever seen at Evo, and I'm just like, well, it's probably because I've been going to all these MADHouse locals and people know me, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh, hey, oh, you were coming? Oh, okay, cool.
Dude, the part that got me was when you mentioned that you were walking around and with the MADHouse hat. And
Yeah.
people are like, bro, where's the guys at?
Yeah, no, it was so
That's
funny.
crazy.
It was like I was looking. I forgot who I was looking for, and I was just had my bag. It was right after I got my I won my Tekken pool when I just got out, and I went by myself to go find somebody, and out of nowhere, some guy like on the right side of me goes, "Hey, MADHouse!" I'm just like, I'm just looking. I'm like, who else is wearing a MAD? He's looking at me, pointing at me. I'm like, oh, hey, It's like, where's Dakota and Michelangelo in Atlanta? I'm like, they're somewhere, man. I don't know. Michelangelo's harder to pin down than everybody else here.
Yeah.
The other two are back there recording and taking pictures. He's like, oh man, keep it up, bro. And I'm just like, yeah, thanks. I don't do shit though.
Like I said during Atlanta's podcast, the next time, dude, just go out of your way to try to take as much credit as possible.
Nah, man, I can't.
Dude, it's so funny,
the
dude.
silent M is supposed to not be seen.
Yeah.
Dude, I do the complete opposite of you. I just say I'm a volunteer.
Dude, dude.
I'm an intern. I'm doing this for school credit.
This is gonna sound weird, right? But I feel like since now that I edited your episode, Atlanta, my episode, and then in turn, like now I'm like halfway through editing Cubano's episode, which should have been up this morning. So I apologize, guys. But
by the time this comes out, this video's gonna be out.
I'm fucking no. I'm in like full swing now, where I feel like I have a lot more momentum. I have like now I'm starting to build like a strategy on how to tackle each episode, and I feel like they're gonna come out a lot easier now. With that in mind, yeah, it's just cool hearing like you've had a little story that pretty much connects to every single, like Michael told his story and he's like, oh yeah, that relates to me and I love this, right? Atlanta. And then it's just cool how it's the more episodes we do with you, the more we get to know you. And now it's finally your turn to do your episode.
Oh man, I don't like spotlights.
Dude, you
been on
picked
it.
the wrong fucking
Yeah,
crew
man,
to
you've
hang out
been.
with.
Dang.
Yeah.
Dude, all the times you're on streams,
Exit stage
commentating,
right.
playing, all that shit.
No, it's you guys have welcomed me with open arms ever since the first Evo with you guys. After that, I've just always been kind of like drawn to you guys' personalities and how you guys are running everything. Mike, I love commentating with you. I feel like you and I
Good times.
bounce energy off of each other, like we're
Yeah.
playing tennis and it's going back and forth.
Oh yeah.
Atlanta, amazing photographer, and you know that you can always rely on me for doing producing. And Dakota, I will gladly steal your TO job anytime you needed help. And
Yeah.
I will fight you for the Street Fighter TO every time. And you'll just be like, no, I thought you were going to compete. And I'm like, no, I told you, I'll do TO. All right.
Yeah.
I really, because I know how important Terry is to you. Like, it was like, dude, if Johnny Cage came out in Street Fighter,
Oh,
I
I'd
would immediately-
expect you to
I
get
would-
in, yeah.
I would look at everybody like, yo, fuck these responsibilities,
Yeah.
dude. I'm going in.
Yeah.
There's no fatalities in Street Fighter, but there's going to be one after I'm done kicking your ass. I'm going to walk off stage.
Dude, yeah. So that's why I expected you to like, hey, dude, don't worry, we'll take care of it. But the fact that you're like still like, no, dude, like I want to still be a part of this, or I still want to take on these responsibilities, dude. It plays a lot into why we respect you so much, dude. Because you
Yeah.
seem like you're a team player, dude, and you've proven it every step of the way. So we really appreciate you.
Yeah, no, I again, it's like it's not the fact I don't want to compete. It's not the fact I don't think I would do well at King's Cup. I feel that I want to help out more on the production side and the TOing side and the commentary side for like when you guys and we want to get everyone in and out. We want everyone to play. We don't want people waiting hour 30, 25, 30 minutes
Yeah.
to play their match because so and so is not keeping an eye or he's in the bracket.
Yeah.
No offense to anybody that does that stuff. It's perfectly fine. But I'm the kind of guy that just be like, I will sacrifice my fun to make sure everybody else is having fun. Because I want people to be like, yeah, everything was good. Because I didn't have to wait 20 minutes to get my next match. Because, Fist was like already ahead of it. I want to make sure that, the next person on stream, they're already signed up. I've already taken care of it and I've noted it down. I've patented myself off of this guy right here every time. Everything that he's done, I've literally watched how he did it, and I've just followed what he did.
Yeah.
So more shout out to you on how good I've done with TOing.
Dude, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm flying by the seat of my pants.
And I'm doing exactly the same thing.
Atlanta was the one, again, going back to Atlanta because of the car accident. Atlanta was like, I think you really, he told me, he sat me down. He's like, I can't fucking do this, dude. I'm like, I'm tripping out. I was like, sit down, have some water. You just run the stream setup. It'll be cool. And I guess I was so again, I know the way I come off to certain people. I knew I was like, is this going to go well? Is this going to this whole TO thing? I know people sometimes their first interaction with me is not the greatest, but it ended up going, I don't know. In my mindset, I was like, let's just do whatever is necessary to get shit done.
No,
Yeah.
I was pushing you a long time to become a TO or just running the bracket.
Yeah.
I kept on saying this is a great way to know the players. I think you're a lot louder, a lot more imposing. You just walk up to people and just
Damn.
you're up next, and they'll be like, "Oh God, okay, let's go."
It was, dude, but now it's created so many inside jokes where I know. So for me in Chump Slayer in particular, when we first started, I first became the TO and he was working with me. He was like, I feel like you're angry at me, but everything you said is not showing that you're upset or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, how come I feel like I'm in trouble? And I was like, I just
man.
want you to know when your next match is. I want you to be ready. And now it turned into every time he comes up to me, he's like, hey, daddy, I have a result for you. hey, dad. And I'm
Oh
like,
my God.
I was like, I don't want to do this anymore.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Chump is probably one of my top 5 favorite people that are in any tournament because of the way him and I communicate with each other. It all started by him just calling me by my name, and I was just like how does he know my name? How does he know? He's just like, hey Michael. I'm like, what the? Why are you calling me that? Everyone here is calling me Fist. Everyone's calling me Fist.
Yeah.
Here's freaking Chump. Hi, Michael. Hi, Chump. Every time. And then I'm just kind of like, why is he always calling me that?
You don't call
And
him
then-
by his name?
Oh, now I do.
Oh, okay.
No, I do now.
Yeah.
I kept always asking people, what's Chump's name?
Yeah.
And then every time I see him, hey, Ramon. Oh, hi, Michael.
Yeah.
To the point that now he goes, oh, hey, Fist. I'm like, oh, hi, Chump. How are you? And then I find out, oh, he does it to everybody. And my feeling special just went away.
Dang.
I
Okay.
thought I was one of a
He's-
kind to
he's
him.
never called me Dakota. Not fucking. I don't
Oh,
know.
it's coming.
No,
It's coming.
I think calling him daddy is way better.
I think calling him daddy's a lot better. It'll throw him off.
It's so painful, dude. I hate that I did this to myself, dude.
But yeah, no. Shout out to Chump. It's
Hey.
one of my favorite things about Chump. is
Yeah.
that we
Love
always
that
we always
guy.
do that.
And he's getting better and better.
Oh,
He
yeah.
got second at Guildhouse.
He's won
Couple.
first a couple times at
Yeah.
Guildhouse too. But Samurai is a really high mountain to climb. So,
Yeah, it's hard. It's
especially that
hardcore.
Akuma. You play a guy who's been playing Kuma for years. He's going to be a really dominant player in the scene.
Yeah. You excel at like everything you do, like going back to the TOing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I remember when we were at Cartridge Cartel
Yeah.
and you were like, fuck that. Next King's Cup, I'm going to do it and it's going to be early. You
Yeah.
told me that and I believed you. And
Mhm.
dude, that King's Cup, you did it and it
Yeah.
was like smooth, fast.
got it done before 12.
It's because
Beautiful.
you could see it in
Yeah.
your eyes when you know you're going to do something
Mm-hmm.
and excel at it.
Yeah.
You're like, this is too easy. Like it's going to happen.
Well, it was because I'm not going to call people out because it's not a bad thing, but I just listen to everybody.
Yeah.
I kind of like have my ears to the ground, trying to hear what people are trying to say. And
Yeah.
I tell people, hey, what could we have done better? Hey, what could they have done better? And it's like none of them have said anything bad, but they were just like, man, I waited this long to get my next match in. And I'm just like, okay. And I'm looking at all these empty tables. I'm just like, okay, well, that's probably why, because no one's looking at these tables or whatever. I don't know who was running it. So then I told myself, I can run this. I can run this way better, So then that one, I believe, was 91, 94 people. It was 2 pools.
It was pretty far up there.
It was
Yeah.
2 pools, and then I just came up with a system. I call it the L system. Pool 1 takes this L. Pool 2 takes this L.
Yeah.
And I tell people, if you are 1 through 6, you are in pool 1.
Yeah.
This is your section. Remember your pool. If you are in 7 through 11, this is your pool right over here. That way I'm not confused.
And for the people that don't know, what he was referring to in the sense of an L system is that it is a rectangle of tables
Yep.
that all the systems are set up around. So he's referring to, hey, the bottom and the side of tables facing you versus the side of tables facing against you and the top of the rectangle of all setups. So we usually have about anywhere between 10 and 12.
Right. And then we also have some like side setups over here too.
Yeah.
I use those ones for like one for pool 1 and one for pool 2, and I just tell them, just take that one. If I just want to keep the ball rolling, the system worked really well. I didn't get any complaints. I was
Yeah,
on top
yeah.
of it. I just said, okay, what's your name? What pool were you? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And it was
They
in
don't
and
like
out.
waiting. And we all been players where
Yeah.
we have to wait and we see an open station and we're like, why are we waiting when there's like we could play right,
Right.
there? you
No,
know?
I always keep my eyes. I'm walking around the table the whole time.
Yeah.
Like I'm making like NASCAR laps.
And if that TV is available,
yeah,
you're
no,
just
I'm
like,
instantly calling out names. The
Yeah.
only thing that just like slows it down is if somebody's playing Tekken or Grand Blue or Strive or whatever. It's just
Mhm.
taking a while. Some of those games take a good amount.
oh yeah.
But then those are the ones that hold my bracket up.
Yeah.
But then I'm just kind of like, that's fine. I'm gonna keep calling that guy's name to get over
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
He's gonna get annoyed.
I'm excited to see because Atlanta did for the first time where he set up where the TO stands in the middle of all the tables.
Mm-hmm.
And when he did that for me and you kind of gave me the strat of like, hey, yeah, call this
Right.
side for pool 1, call this side for pool 2. Not only did I feel like it was a better player experience, but it was
Mhm.
like being in the middle of everybody definitely feel like it helped. So I can only imagine like you're going to be in there
Right.
just yelling at everybody. It's going to be awesome, dude.
Oh yeah, no, I enjoy TOing. I didn't mind it. I enjoy TOing as much as I enjoyed doing commentary.
Yeah.
The last King's Cup, I feel like I did a really good job. I feel like having Sly Coco, Captain No Fun had some fun while he was there. We had Misaku there for her first time doing a commentary. You know, it was she had to break it in a little bit, but she was opening up and having fun.
Star was there.
Star was there. Star opened up the stream with me, which was really fun.
Wow.
So she had a good time. But yeah, I just I really enjoy King's Cup. It's the most fun that I have when it's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly feel like with King's Cup, every time we do it and the bigger it gets, the more it feels like not only we're gaining momentum, right? But it feels like, dude, we're doing this for the community in such a way where we're trying to build up more and more and more.
Yeah.
And them showing up and supporting us lets us know, like, no, there is like they want something bigger. This is just a small taste of it, and we just need to keep working harder.
Honestly, like from what I've been seeing, like we were starting off at like 90 like max when I first started coming to King's Cup. And then this year we hit almost like 200?
181 in signups.
In signups.
Yeah. But that's not including the attendees.
That's not including,
like that.
but think of it this way. If you including all the people that brought their friends, I was probably more than 200.
Oh, 100%. Like at least 300, I would say.
Yeah. So, and that just, just shows like, hey, people are like bringing their friends because it's a fun time,
Yeah, no, it's definitely a vibe there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And plus, that DJ was going off at the end of the night.
I hear he may be coming back.
Dude, he better come back.
What's his name? JP?
JP, yeah.
Dude, for my birthday, like playing all the music that I liked, I was like, who told
Dude,
this guy?
dude,
I want this guy. I want this guy.
He's the one.
Dude, I want this guy. Like right when he's at the change the song, you know how this ends? In ruin. Boom! Just hits a doobie to the song.
Yeah, because JP.
On. Yeah, exactly. It'd be
my
really
God.
hard.
He's been awesome, dude.
Yeah. Now you guys caught me freaking singing "Lovers and Friends."
Everyone was singing. That was nice. I like it.
Bro, me and Sly Coco were just like, "Dang, this guy is cooking, man."
Dude.
Hitting all the notes.
Dude, I'm gonna be in the middle of the freaking and doing the TO stuff. I'm probably gonna get caught freaking jamming.
Mm-hmm.
So seeing how you excelled at TOing commentary and stuff, what I admire is like any game that's like it's new and stuff. Like when I first met you, you were a Street Fighter guy. At least for me, because I seen you playing Street Fighter 6, right?
Well, that's our first time you and I got to know each
yeah,
other.
you were playing Street. Yeah, you were playing Zangief and Ken, and you were playing Street Fighter 6. Yeah, beat Atlanta's
big
ass.
ass moth. Yeah.
And and like so you
Mothman from LA. What are you doing here?
I know. He's like, damn it, NorCal.
I've come for my revenge.
Yeah. So
this is what we get for leaving the garage open. It's
right?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
I like it.
It's quaint.
People walking
breezy.
by like, damn, what can we steal? Hella cameras. But yeah, when I first met you, you were playing Street Fighter 6. You were playing Ken Zangief, and then you excelled at it, and then you go to MK. You got like second at a few MADHouses. I think you got a first.
OTG.
OTG?
Yeah, I went to. They did the OTGs, and K Dog was just bodying me.
K Dog is like just an MK player. That's the thing.
Well, no, he was playing Street Fighter.
And he was playing Street Fighter a little bit.
He was
Yeah,
a Luke player.
Luke, yep.
Yeah, I played K Dog. That's how I got to know
Yeah.
him. Shout out to K Dog. I miss him, man.
He's
He
been a
is-
while.
He's always in my neighborhood now.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. I like
Yeah.
saying hello to him.
Yeah.
Well, you better tell him to get over to freaking King's Cup or anything. If you see him, you gotta tell him, hey,
well,
what
yeah.
are you doing?
If he doesn't show up to King's Cup when we put MK1 on, I'm gonna be very disappointed.
He is the sole reason why MK1 is there. I'm gonna keep it real with you.
Wow.
But if he doesn't show
That's
up, I'm gonna
cool.
be very upset.
Dude, me and Kevin are such good friends, dude. Just
Yeah.
because like we met together at like MK11,
Yeah.
and the fact that we were both Johnny Cage players, and I constantly saw him in Saints gear, and I was like, wow, another football fan. Like that's really cool. Like I really don't care what team you represent, so long as you have a team, right?
Yeah.
This is the team that you love.
Yeah.
And just like us always hanging out, going to A's games, going to watching football at each other's houses. It's like, dude, he came to me, dude, in the same way that I would come to somebody if I was playing MKX. Like, please, man, make it happen. And I was like, who am I to deny you, dude? Okay,
Yeah.
fine. Look, we will give this one more shot.
Yeah.
And he gave me the stipulation. He says, if nobody else signs up other than me, I will never ask you ever again.
Yeah.
And I said, that is fair. So let's see what happens.
So you're telling me that K Dog is the one that's putting us all through MK1 hell right now?
Yeah.
Not. I wouldn't put it all on him. It's again,
You literally just did.
I could have said no, so you can put it all on me, right? Because there's still something deep inside
You
of
have
me
hope.
that wants this thing to like
Yeah.
turn the
Hope.
corner. It's,
MK's only a year old. It sucks that it's like,
It died.
it's felt like a
7 months.
long
Yeah.
year, dude.
yeah, it was a
It
long
died
year.
before Evo, basically.
It died
Yeah.
before Evo. Like I don't even think that, like
It's-
the viewership.
MK competitively dies fast.
Right. Well,
Casually,
not usually. Not no. I disagree with you on that. MK11, even though it had some really bad moments, it was
yeah.
still playable. Like you still had
But
a big enough audience to watch.
if yeah,
MKX is when MKX was at peak.
yeah. Like 11 was at Evo and stuff, but you didn't see it in NorCal. Like it
No,
died like
no.
a couple months after.
MK11,
and
like
stuff.
2021, 2023,
Yeah,
or,
it's-
2023. Like it was done in a day.
It dies quick competitively, but
Yeah.
hey, it is
Just
what
bring
it
out
is.
Injustice 3 for the love of God.
Hey,
I wanna-
possibly.
I would
Possibly
have
the
more
next
fun
one.
with that. I would love to be Batman again.
I don't know what's going on with WB, so it's definitely up in limbo right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
WB's in a weird position right now. They're losing like a lot of content across the board.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
So going back to like, so you
Yeah.
were MK and then you Tekken, and
Mhm.
you get up there. You've gotten second place so many times at MADHouse. Like you've done some
got
great
first.
stuff. You
I
got
got
in
first in
first too.
Tekken.
Yeah, you got in a first too.
At Tekken, I slain my demon. That's still my demon, but I got first once. I'm happy with it.
And even like UFC, we play UFC
Yeah.
together.
We still haven't
You-
done the tiebreaker.
No one comes close to UFC. My brother recently, he's like actually better than me. But dude, so many years I was like, I can't find someone that like is on my level. And then you come, and I think, oh, you're just you're worried about Tekken and Street Fighter.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, you'll play, and then you play and you give me a run for my money. I'm like,
Yeah.
how do you like play so many games and you know how to excel at least to a top 3 player?
To a competitive,
Like a competitive-
where I'm not free.
Well, yeah, what do you credit?
I'm a fucking nerd. That's what I create. I love video games, man. I love playing video games. If I enjoy a game, I put my time into it. I wasn't, and Combo Breaker really proved that to me. Like I really didn't think I would get that deep into Tekken. I
Yeah.
never got deep into Tekken 7. I bought it, but I never got deep into it.
Yeah.
Then I Street Fighter 6, I knew I was gonna get deep into that because
Yeah.
one, Dragon Ball Fighters was no longer gonna be played anymore.
No.
It was done. It ran its course. I loved Fighters, but Andy freaking retired me and made me learn I'm never playing that game again. He bodied the hell out of me to the point
Yeah.
of retirement. But no, I wanted to play a game where I knew it was going to be at Evo, and I knew I was going to meet more people. I was going to meet go to more locals, and I was going to get good. I told myself I'm going to get good at this game, if not better than what I expected. I
Yeah.
think that I've on a scale of 1 to 10 of my skill, I think I'm a 7. I'm a 7, but I'm still growing. I don't stop. Like I'm always in the lab. But my problem is that I'm constantly picking up new characters. Like I
Yeah.
want to know the matchup. I want to know what
you
to
love
feel
the game
for.
entirely, not
Yeah.
just like one character, and
Yeah.
because that could get boring.
Okay.
And but if you're dissecting a lot, you're knowing the whole game, for what it is instead
Right.
of just one
Yeah.
character.
And that's the thing. Like I wanted to, this was a joke.
Yeah,
Like, I hope you all know this Geef was a joke.
yeah,
This was the first Evo Street Fighter 6.
yeah.
This all started at Rotten Siegel's house. It is an apartment building. It was a joke. One of the people over there didn't bring their controller, and they asked, "Hey, can I borrow your controller to play a set?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And then Sal Pacino wanted to play me. Shout out to Sal. He wanted to play me, and I'm just like, I can't play stick,
Yeah.
But then I remember when I was playing Street Fighter 4, I played a pretty good Geef. A Geef was pretty easy, just freaking roll and grab,
Yeah.
roll and grab. And then it just became this running joke that I was just being an angry Russian, just freaking grabbing, like, where are you going, comrade? And then just
Yeah.
grab him and freaking a Siberian every single time. And I was laughing so hard. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to bring this home, and I want to see how good I am with my gamepad. I got master in less than a day. I was just like, am I a Geef player? And that's where the spoons and everybody else's running joke is just like, it's Fistoffury, and he picked Ken. He's a Geef main. What is he doing?
Yeah. I seen.
Yeah,
I was there for the evolution.
Yeah. No, it was. I always laughed. I was kind of like, I'm not a Geef player. This is for fun.
Yeah.
The shirt is for fun. I made a Ken shirt too.
I think that's still your greatest shirt of all time. The Geekmania.
I think that it is probably
Yeah.
I like all the shirts that my shout out to Lori Tusis, who's the artist that made this, by the way. You should go check her out. But she's the one that I give her the idea. She draws it. This is hand drawn, by the way.
Damn.
This is like on the sketchpad on the PC. This
Yeah.
is drawn by hand. This
she,
isn't like
she draws and colors it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
that's
this
really
is
good.
all her detailing and everything
Yeah,
like that.
it looks professional.
So yeah, no, she's
did
done a
Geef
lot
well.
of it. Yeah, she did. She's done my Geef. She did Ken. She did JP. She
Yeah.
did Jamie. She did Jury. We've done Chun Li.
Yeah.
We've done Luke. Luke is still in the progress right now. We're trying to resize that. And I forget. And Cammy. We've
Okay.
done all these shirts, and like I'm so proud whenever like anybody is wearing this shirt that I created. It's kind of like seeing like, oh, they like the artwork. That's cool. You know, even though it's not really a big thing for me to make a profit off of it. If I do, it's cool. You know, whatever. If I make a little bit of a side hustle, that's cool. But it's mainly the fact that people like the shirt and they want to rep it.
That was when I was trying to start my gym. That's all I really wanted when I wanted my own clothing brand. It wasn't about necessarily making the money. It was about spreading the logo, right, or spreading the message and kind of what it represented. It was like you see everybody wearing Batman on their chest. Everybody's out here yelling justice, right? It's like, people see like the Captain Daddy logo. Everybody's like, whatever, like perseverance or just craziness or I don't give a fuck, right? Or just like whatever is associated with that.
Yeah, no, I remember when I first made this shirt. I threw all three of you a shirt.
Yeah.
I gave Sal Pacino a shirt. I gave Marcos El Cubano a shirt. I gave Rich Honda a shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And I gave a Ken Fugitive shirt to LPN. And I don't know if I gave James a shirt. Yeah, I said all three of you. I gave all three of you a Geef shirt. One of us has not worn it in public at an event yet because he uses it as a gym shirt. But it's cool. He wears it at least.
Dude, it's my favorite gym shirt. That's
I told
for
you.
sure.
That's what that day was
Damn.
so funny. Where he's like, everybody in the chat was like, "Hey, remember to wear your Geefomania."
Yeah.
shirt.
And we're like, "Cool, right?" And we all had
he
it.
shows up in his Leon Kennedy jacket.
Yeah, I was wearing something different, and
Yeah.
I used it to and then it's all in the hamper, and I was like, fuck, I'm gonna wash it, and it's not gonna be in time for the event.
It's all good. It's all good.
But
You're
I still
using
have it.
Yeah.
I have it. It's
I
awesome.
hope so.
It's
Yeah.
great. I love
But
the fabric.
It's just great to also see that Sly Coco has the Manon. That's the other one. I made a Manon shirt. That's the one.
That's a cool one too.
My poker face. It's one of my favorite ones that I made.
So what would you credit like how you get good? Because there's people I see that they just mean Street Fighter, right? Or just Tekken, Mortal Kombat, and you're like with all these games, right?
Right.
And at that certain level, and it's like, damn, this one person is like maining this and not at your level at the game they're maining, while you're over here with other games. So when you play a game, is it like you go to practice mode? Is it more like you just play online? Do you watch YouTube to see like a character you're playing, the expert that plays that character, and you're like learning on YouTube? What do you credit, like how you get so good so fast?
I would say it's a lot of watching everyone else that you are competing with play, then watching pros play with your character and what they're doing that's successful, but then not necessarily copying their play style, because you really can't. You can try your best to mimic, but you will never mimic their reaction skills.
Yeah.
Like I always say, and I don't mean to sound like a dick about it, but some of the pro players, they don't have a 9 to 10 job.
Yeah.
An 8 to 5, 9 to 10, whatever time.
Damn, 9 to 10. That's
yeah,
hardcore.
yeah. No, there's some people that I'm like 9 to 10 hours, but I meant to say 8 to 5. But my point is, like all of us, like majority of the people I know, we all wake up at 8, go to work at 5, and come home. You're probably gonna pop maybe an hour, maybe 2 into playing. That's not enough time. These pro players are up in the morning, turning
like
on their
10
PC,
hours a day.
turning on their PC to stream in the practice. These guys are playing nonstop.
That is their
nonstop.
job. Like
it is their job, and good for them for getting. They got to that level before like when this is at its peak of gaining money at tournaments. Me, this all comes from me, just like just playing when I can, and then spreading it out. That way, I don't get bored. Like people play. I feel like you play like too much Street Fighter, you're gonna burn yourself out because that's all you're playing.
Yeah.
Like you're doing this because you think I need to
better.
I need to get better. Fucking Julio.
Yeah.
That stupid JP, I swear.
Yeah.
Tree Wiz and that diving freaking headbutt, I swear I'm gonna I'm not like that. I'm just like, okay, this is the mountain. How am I gonna climb it?
Yeah.
I can watch LPN play Ken. I can watch Taquito play Ken or whatever he's doing. I can watch everybody play Ken.
Yeah.
They're going to do great. But how am I going to make my Ken noticeable? I do have a Ken that's noticeable, and it pisses people off.
Yeah.
And it's one of my favorite things, and they call it the Fury Special, is that level 1 on reaction when they jump.
Damn, you've been doing that since the beginning of Street Fighter.
I actually started doing that probably after Evo.
I remember, like, at Evo, you were doing it to me.
At Evo I was doing maybe
when you
maybe
played Ken, you were doing that for sure.
maybe I just started doing it, but yeah, no, I realized that sometimes I play a backup mentality.
Yeah.
I call it mouse gaming.
Yeah.
So I'm just like a mouse that just keeps getting chased. Like my opponent's a cat, and I'm the mouse just backing up, getting into a corner.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, I have a level 1, and then my level 1, what it does, it just side switches, and then I get you in the corner, then I start pressuring.
Yeah.
So that's like my usual tactic, but I do other things that, I notice that other Kens don't do. A lot of the Kens are rush downs. They're the ones putting the pressure.
LPN.
LPN is a monster. And I love watching him play Ken. And it sucks that he doesn't play him anymore, but he's having fun with Bison. But yeah, no, speaking of that, when he changed back to Ken after he was playing Quicksilver, then he changed to Ken. I was like, oh, he's getting serious.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was so great to watch him play Ken again. I'm just like, oh man. And I try to remember all the stuff he does, but he plays it so fast. It's crazy. And then another person I watched to play Ken is Anthony.
Yeah.
Anthony and also Ninja Blaze. Three best Ken players I watch play are those three. And I just try my best to take notes, but it's like, yeah, I can take notes on these guys, but they just do stuff differently. They know the optimal combos. They know the setups. I ain't got time to memorize all these combos because I'm thinking, oh, shoot, how'd I do that combo with King again?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. And then here I am now playing with Terry.
Yeah.
And I played Ken over at I played Terry over at Guildhouse, and then I switched over to Ken, and I accidentally did a Terry combo with Ken. I'm like, I need to stop switching. This is getting embarrassing.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, I just think with my monologuing going on, which is my normal thing, I always say just the way I learn and the way I've been playing, the way I get good, is I just spread it out. I just don't settle on one game. I got other games I like to enjoy.
Yes.
I play PC games. I play Street Fighter. I play Tekken. Sparking Zero is coming out on the 7th.
You gotta play.
And that's gonna be. I got it on Xbox.
Oh, it's not crossplay?
I don't know.
It better be crossplay.
I don't think it is.
I don't think it is.
Sorry, I don't think it is.
I'm sorry.
We
I
can play
should-
offline.
We can. Yeah.
Play offline.
In the hyperbolic time chamber.
in the-
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to play the Sparking Zero. I play college football online with some friends. I just
You
like
have which college football?
25. The latest
Wow.
one.
So damn, you're playing just everything.
Yeah, I played Dead Rising, the new one, the remake.
yeah.
I'm enjoying that.
I'm shocked you haven't mentioned Dead by Daylight.
Oh,
You've been hardcore on that too?
let me tell you this, man. I'm a 77 prestige Steve. All right, I'm not proud of it, but yeah, I'm a killer looper.
Yeah.
Yeah, freaking.
So I'm a very big fan of the Fistoffury stream, and I couldn't give less of a shit about Dead by Daylight. But when this guy plays, I'm like locked in. I'm like, let's see what's going on, dude.
I need to get up my. Okay, so as this comes out, I need to get a better PC.
Yeah.
I really do. I was raging at my last stream. Like my frame rate was bad. And I'll take a hit. When I get hit and I get down from a killer, sometimes a little bit get salty, but not to the point where it's like I'm blaming my freaking computer.
Yeah.
Because my computer never has a problem. I just played it earlier today. Not a single frame was dropped. And I'm just like, it has to be my computer when I stream. I'm probably using too much memory, too much CPU, but it was just getting really irritable. But yeah, I enjoy playing DBD with friends.
Yeah.
And I just love it when toxic killers just tunnel you because you have TTV in your name. It's freaking hilarious.
Yeah. They're all like, oh, he's streaming.
Oh, he's streaming? Oh, I'm going to get famous.
Yeah. It's like you could just get a PS5 camera and do it yourself.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Why do you need me to boost your platform that you don't have?
Yeah.
But yeah, DBD is another game I play. I played Dragon Ball Fighters for a very long time. I ran tournaments for that online. I had over 130 people on my stream one time for a tournament. That was we called it Random Fighters. So what it was is that you would you ever played Madden?
I mean, a little bit, yeah.
Okay, well in Madden, what we would do when we were younger, we do the 3 random rule. So you would do is that you would never pick your team. You would have it randomized. So you do random. Ah, crap! It's Arizona. They got his Larry Fitz. Nah, I'm gonna random it. And you random it again. Oh, Patriots. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Patriots.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then your friend does it 3, and that's who you choose. So we would do that with fighters. Is that we just press random.
Oh god.
Krillin. Ah, no.
Yeah.
Next, and you would just do it all the way through. And like I had 130 people like watching it.
Yeah.
But this one time I did it, I called it reverse random fighters. So your opponent would be the one that'd be like, "Oh, I got Super Saiyan Goku." No, you don't. Random.
Oh, so you
It
get
was-
to random it.
No, your opponent.
Your
randoms
opponent
it. Yeah.
randoms, yeah,
So
yeah.
you both are trying to screw each other out of getting your mains.
You want a shitty ass.
Oh yeah,
for your opponent.
it was so great just to watch them all struggling to do combos. But it was so fun, and we I had like 130 people. The chat was going crazy and like laughing and having a fun time. There was a lot of cussing too, which was great. Like I fucking swear, if I had Frieza, you'd be dead.
Yeah.
So going back to like, how did you discover the fighting game tournaments? Like, what was that spark that you were like? Because you're a gamer.
Yeah.
I know you like as a kid, just like me. Like, we didn't just play fighting games, but like, why fighting games? And what was like? How old were you when you were like fighting game tournaments? Yeah.
Oh man, I'm so fighting game tournaments didn't reach my attention until probably after maybe way after high school. I heard of Evo
Yeah.
and I was like, huh, I'm not that good. I ain't going to that. Just lose money,
Yeah.
you know? Then when it was 2018, I was introduced into the fighting community after watching Dragon Ball FighterZ competitions.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, cool. And then I met a friend named Liz who introduced me to a lot of other people in the fighting game community and told me, hey, I'm going to Evo. And I'm like, oh, cool. I want to go.
Yeah.
You know, I've never been. So I went to Evo.
And what year was that?
2018.
2018.
Yeah.
Okay.
Met a lot of people. My first time. The second time, I met a lot more people. Sal Pacino's
And
one.
did you sign up in 2018?
Yeah. I went for
For what?
2018 and 19. I went for Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Wow, that was your first like.
But I never made it out of pools.
It was tough, but you
And
got
I wouldn't
the.
say it was tough. I just realized I don't think I was good. I don't think. So I've noticed with fighters, and I've noticed with Marvel vs. Capcom, I never really used assists. I would just let the
Oh.
guy in there just do the work and just
Oh,
and
yeah.
it would serve me pretty well. I got to God of Destruction rank in Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Okay.
So I thought I was decent.
Yeah.
I was like, I must be good if I'm in God of Destruction rank. But then I get further and further ahead. I'm like, man, I'm just garbage. There's some of these people that just know the perfect combo, like
Yeah.
Kamehameha Goku, Vegeta's freaking rapid ki blast to keep
Yeah.
you up to do another combination. Like I wasn't really understanding that concept because I never really dived deep enough into the game.
Yeah.
I feel. So then I just said, screw this. I'm not gonna do Dragon Ball. After Andy whooped my ass, I said I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna, go my merry way and just go to Evo for fun. But then COVID hit, and I was like, damn. And by that time, I was actually playing Smash Ultimate,
Oh shit.
and Terry just dropped.
Yeah.
And this is where we talk about Terry. Terry dropped. I've been a big King of Fighters fan.
Yeah.
I love Terry Bogard. I used to when I was younger, when I scored a goal, I did Terry's taunt. When I was like, hey, come on, like that.
How young
Yeah,
were you when you did that? Are you
maybe-
talking like 2 years ago?
No. Are you okay? But no. I did it as a taunt, and I was like, man, I wish I had a hat. So I just throw it like that, and I
Yeah.
was like, dang, that would have been so cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So I was hoping that Evo, when it came back, that they were gonna do Ultimate. I was excited. I was like, dude, I'm gonna go into Ultimate, and I'm gonna run amok with
Yeah.
Terry. I felt really good. I went to competitions before COVID hit, and I was placing top 5, and I was doing pretty good. So then COVID hits, and then no tournaments, and then Evo, they're not doing Ultimate. And I'm like, well, crap. Well, what am I gonna play now? Enter Street Fighter 6.
Wow, that's the whole the history.
Yeah.
Up to Street Fighter
And
6.
Street Fighter is the first fighting game that I can say I got out of pools.
Yeah.
It was my first one.
And-
I
and it
had
was,
no faith in myself.
It was last year or this year?
Last year.
Last year.
Yeah, this
did-
year I did get out of pools again.
How did you feel when you got out of pools at Evo?
With the first time,
Yeah.
I it was a surreal feeling.
Oh.
I lost the first match against a Honda because I didn't play many Hondas.
Yeah.
Rich was playing here, but I didn't play Rich, so I never got the Honda matchup. I didn't get to play Tree Wiz because I didn't know Tree Wiz at the time for his Honda. So I played him. I was just totally confused. I was like, how do you play that? Like, Honda just goes with his headbutt to his butt slam. That's it. But no, now he's got this one. He goes, hoit, hoit, and lifts you up, and then he just goes into a 1,000-hand slap.
Yeah.
I was just like, huh. They really changed this guy up, didn't they? And then after that, I just won on a losing rampage where I just like everybody was just getting just in my way at that point.
Yeah.
I played a really good Cammy player after the first match in losers. They took me to the limit pretty well. After that, I was just in the zone after that. So, but yeah, I feel you have something to say.
No, I just like I said, it's just funny to think about. Hey, well, you had so many people the first year that weren't able to show up and support you, and the one person who, again, because I watched Cubano's podcast, like, bro, who made eye contact with you? Who said they were gonna be there? Like, bro, I'll be there. I'll be coaching you.
Don't bring him up here, man. No. I've let it go. I've let it go.
Dude, I was laughing last night when I was editing. That's the only reason why I was just like, bro.
No, it's like I said. It was like, for me, I like to support my friends.
Yeah.
Like the people that I'm around all the time. Like, I want to be there to like support them when they're like in the game, because I feel like if your boys have got your back, that your morale is up.
Oh yeah.
And you just want to be like, I am going to destroy this person for the boys.
Oh yeah.
And that's how I see it.
Yeah.
And I have to say a shout out to Sly Coco, because Sly was there for me when I got out of pool.
Yeah.
It was so cool, and that's why I always respect and admire Sly.
Yeah.
Because he was there for me when I got out of pools.
The first time?
My first time.
Yeah.
Sly Coco was there with me, and I was just like, man, I don't think I could have done it if Sly wasn't there, because I had that guy hyping me up,
Yeah.
So again, shout out to Sly. Much love and respect to him.
Yeah. Dude, Sly's awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be cool if we do a podcast about Sly. Shit.
I really want to have him on the show at some point.
That'd be
There are, some of the top names on my personal list, the people that I want on next include Loki Flexing, Sly Coco, the OTG gang, the Salty Salinas crew, and then of course,
Protagonist.
At some point we'll get Protagonist if he ever
That'll be a special Hotel Evo edition.
Yeah, that would be like an Evo edition.
RCB.
and
Hell
dude,
yeah,
and of course, dude, the Rat Tail brothers, dude.
Oh yeah. That's gonna be a
It's
fun one.
just, but the thing is, the nice thing about them is we really only need like 1 or 2 microphones for like all 3 of them, dude.
They'll
Yeah.
just pass
They
it
just
around.
pass it around.
Yeah, you just have like
And
2 of them here, and then they just pass it and take turns.
I just want Sunny. I want Tundra in the middle, so that way he'll never talk. It would just be the mic going back and forth. He'd just be passing it between like Nick and Dark.
Yeah, Sonny's not a talker like
No.
that.
No.
Dude.
What?
No.
Hey, I have a question for you. So you talked about your entry into the FGC. When did you actually feel like you were part of the community in the FGC?
Oh, when I felt like I was a part of it, when people started knowing me, I would say when people were calling me, "Hey Fist, hey Fist,"
Yeah.
I felt like that was it. But I give credit to you guys, because you guys have put me on that platform where people know who I am now, because I'm doing commentary with Michael. I'm helping you with, producing whenever you have to go out and take pictures. I'm like, hey, go ahead, I got you. I'll take care of it. Or when I'm TOing, like now I feel like people know who I am, and they've also played me in tournaments now. So they know, oh yeah, Fist plays Ken. But when it's Spoons, oh, he's a Geef main. It's always funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I credit you guys to me being more known, but also myself going out and competing more, putting myself out there, and meeting new people is always fun.
The story that I really like, that unfortunately I didn't hear with my own 2 ears, but I just heard you guys talk about it, even though I was there in person, was when Nico was like, "Oh, you're Fist, the John, you're the John
Yeah.
Cena king, and
Yeah.
it's like, bro, that's like so.
That actually caught me off guard.
Yeah.
I've heard of Nico.
Yeah.
I heard, oh, he's
Yeah.
always in streams. He's always in
Yep.
streams. Oh, he's coming here. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like,
Yeah.
I'm expecting myself to be introduce myself to him. No, he already knew who I was.
Yeah.
And I was laughing. I was like, wait, you know my John Cena king? I'm like, great. But then I take credit for it because I'm the one that told Atlanta, hey, I'm putting John Cena king in here. And he was just like, go ahead and do it. I'm just like, yeah. And now everybody already knows that if it's on stream, it's John Cena king time, and it's like one of my favorite things to do. And I tell people whenever I'm playing off stream, I jokingly say when they beat me, I'm like, I didn't have my John Cena king powers. That's why you beat me. So it's always fun. It's always a fun time.
Yeah. The power of Tekken customization, huh?
Oh,
The
yeah.
fact that you could do that. Imagine if Street Fighter had it or like MK. Like, I wonder what you would create in those games.
I would have made Terry Bogard Ken. They always say
Yeah.
Ken is just Terry with a hat on.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah, well, thankfully now you don't need to, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I made a Terry King.
Mm.
That was pretty funny.
So
I've made let me think. I've made Joe Hendry, which is a wrestling joke. I've made Nacho Libre.
Yeah.
I've made Jason. I've made Michael Jackson
Mhm.
King. Who else have I made? I've just made like a plethora of characters. And I applaud Tekken for making customizations like that fun, because it's always great just to go into a game. You're like, fucking Victor's Tanjiro from Demon Slayer? What the
Yeah,
hell?
you're like,
That
bro,
works.
We got
Yeah.
a Dora the Explorer Jin. What the fuck is like?
That's
going
Dora.
On?
No, it's actually Dora the Explorer is actually Kazuya.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's who Death Coast uses. He's called
Exactly.
Doria.
Doria.
That's pretty
right.
good. I like that.
Jeez.
That's pretty
It
good.
was pretty funny. I was laughing.
So what games are you looking forward to? I know Fatal Fury. Terry's gonna be in it. Obviously.
And Ken.
Yes, that
yeah,
was just
Ken and
announced.
Chun-Li.
That's
And they
crazy.
somebody put a meme out where they were just like Ryu going up to Kyo
Yeah.
saying, hey, sorry you couldn't make it into Street Fighter 6,
Yeah.
but I heard that you guys are having a Street Fighter characters come into coming to KOF, and it shows Chun-Li and Ken, and Ryu's crying.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about, it's gonna be what do you call it? Mark of the Wolves or whatever, City of the Wolves grand
City
finals.
Wolves. Yeah.
You're like grand finals. It's just like Ken versus Chun Li.
So it's like it looks like Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Dude, I swear it's just like, yeah, I love Street Fighter. Oh yeah, you do? Yeah. Who's your main? Terry Bogard. It's just like,
Yeah.
what? And you go in, I love KOF. Who's your main? Ken.
Dude, it was like all the Tekken 7 people that are like, yeah, I play Akuma, and they're like, are you fucking kidding me? Dude?
Yeah, right? Yeah. Tekken 7, just like, oh, you play Tekken 7? Yeah. Yeah, who do you main? Akuma. You dirty bastard.
Yeah.
Negan mains rise up.
Negan mains, exactly. Just beat
Now-
him with a bat.
Now the craziest announcements none of us would have guessed. Ronaldo in Fatal Fury.
Yeah,
What
right.
the hell
Wait.
is this?
I wonder what the gameplay is gonna be like.
No, isn't that the
How's he gonna look?
Wait, no, is that actually in City of the Wolves, or is it going to be in
Fatal
their card
Fury
game?
No, I think.
No,
I think,
it's City of the Wolves, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's the actual fighting game.
Well, what is he gonna sui every time?
He's gonna have the soccer ball and just kick you with it.
dude.
and
He's
stuff.
gonna be the Sean of KO.
He's,
I don't know.
He's gonna
not-
have the
it-
highest jump in the game. That's
He's
for
not
sure.
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
be a character, is he? Like,
Yeah.
what is his? He's gonna be a fighter. He's gonna be.
I mean, they had a whole trailer announced, so it's
They
not.
just said CR7. That's all they, or like
That's-
7 or something.
What
like
if they
that.
just have a stage with him in the background? That's it. You know, like Snoop Lion.
Oh, like he's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
actually.
Yeah, yeah.
But that'd be so crazy. They announced this trailer, it's
Yeah.
like a teaser,
Mm-hmm.
and he's not a playable character.
Yeah,
That'd be
I'm
weird.
still excited for City of the Wolves. I wouldn't put it on like the top of my list.
Mm.
I didn't play King of Fighters 13 was the newest one, right?
15.
15. Sorry.
We're
15.
15 now.
You're
I'm off.
Yeah.
Told you I haven't touched it since 13.
you're behind two.
I haven't
13's
played-
the best.
Yeah,
13 is
no,
the
like
best.
that was like my favorite one, and
Yeah.
but I haven't played it since then because I
Yeah.
played 14. I just felt it was a little slower.
The graphics were bad.
yeah,
a
that
lot
too.
was bad.
But 15 looked good. I
Yeah,
think
15
15's
was
fun.
better.
I like 15.
Yeah, yeah. But I was just kind of like, man, they're just not doing my boy justice. I really am not liking this. I'm not feeling
Yeah.
like the movement. I'm not liking it.
Mm.
But I still love KOF.
Yeah.
Spiking Zero is the one I'm looking forward to.
Okay. Well, what's your top 3 that you're looking forward to?
My top 3.
Sparking Zero's one.
Sparking Zero is most likely number 1 because I'm a
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z fan. So
Yeah.
I'd say that's my number 1. God, put me on the spot.
I don't know.
I'm hoping for Left 4 Dead 3.
Oh yeah,
That's not
It doesn't
happening.
have to be a
Valve-
fighting game.
They're
It
working
doesn't-
on Deadlock.
Valve doesn't count to
Dude,
3.
They announced Ghost
Don't
of
bring a
Tsushima.
Deadlock. You're gonna get Spoons in here and asking if
He's
anybody
now
wants
the
to play.
Deadlock master. He's got
He
more
is.
knowledge than me.
Yes. When that game, when he was first playing it, he was gonna go to a rave. He was just like, I'm just gonna go up to women and ask, "Hey, do you play Deadlock?"
Oh God, they're like, what is this?
That's
I
pretty good.
was hoping he's gonna find his future wife in a club, being like, "I love Deadlock."
You know, for the longest time, he was just like, "No, I don't want to play Deadlock. Doesn't look that fun to me." I sent him the invite, and I'm like, "Dude, let's play."
Yeah,
And now he loves it.
I think I was the first one in my group to ever get the invite from one of my friends from my old coworkers. I was like, Deadlock, the hell is this? And I just ignored it. And then all of a sudden, everyone's like, Hey, you heard of a game named Deadlock? I'm like, I got an invite for that. What is it like? It's like, oh, it's like a MOBA. I'm like, not for me. Nah, I can't do MOBAs. I've tried League of Legends. I've tried Smite. I've tried what other ones do they have? I keep forgetting all of them. But
Dota 2?
Dota 2. I can't get into it.
Bloodborne.
No, but no, I've tried. I've tried multiple times to play those games, and they're just not for me. I understand it, but I'm just kind of like, man, it's a little too slow paced. I'm Rambo. I don't like to be waiting for people to help me.
Hearing, because I constantly watch Spoons' stream as I, perform my hunts every day. And for
Oh, I just went like that was actually an accident.
I was like, this guy farted in the thing, picked it up. I was like,
I don't know. He
no.
just
makes
his
sense. Hella
son
good.
shot me in my hand.
I know. I
Like,
went
"Ah!" like that. I think he was gonna
He's
tell
like-
me
he's
something
like,
or show me something on his
He's like,
phone.
don't touch my hand again. I'll
Yeah.
show you. But no, dude,
Lesser men have gotten hit.
hearing like all these cats play in Spoons' stream, and then just hearing Caustic just finally be like straight up like in the middle of the stream, guys, I don't think this is the game for me anymore. Like I don't think this is right. And just being like,
That's pretty
damn,
good.
damn, dude, I feel it, dude.
Yeah.
I don't even want to come to that moment because I know I'm gonna be just like that.
No, I was like, I've tried it multiple times. I'm still gonna keep trying because it's fun to play with Spoons in the gang. There's some points I'm just like, I just don't understand the farming aspect of it, and then I don't understand how people are getting more souls faster than I am. I'm like, what are you guys doing that I'm just not doing? And I just watch and I watch and I watch, and I'm just like, I'm doing that.
No, there's like a little bit of a list you could do, and it makes it a little bit easier, and then you just build upon that list. Like at a certain point, you start farming in the back, especially once you destroy their walker or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've been watching, but yeah, we're still grinding on the old Deadlock here and there. But I got other games I need to play. I just got Tail and Ale, which I'm running a tavern, which is
Dude,
pretty
I
fun.
heard Ghost of Tsushima 2 was announced.
Ghost of Yotai.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's getting a lot of backlash.
What?
Yeah,
Why?
it's because it's not a It's not a. It's a sequel, but,
But it's like,
not.
isn't it like
It's
It's not the main
ahead.
character.
It's not. It's
Yeah,
not.
it's
it's like
not his
300
name.
years after?
Yeah,
That's,
yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah,
what's wrong with
That's
that?
fair.
Yeah.
Well, it's also it's guys being sexist because it's a female protagonist,
Not
not
the
a
female protagonist.
That's what people are saying. Like, what's wrong with it? You don't like Samus Aran? You don't like Laura Croft?
you don't like Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah, you like Sigourney Weaver? Come
Yeah.
on.
I literally so crazy. I had this lunch today with a bunch of friends and a bunch of people who I'd never met before. And this guy, he's having his first daughter, right? And I was just telling him, I was like, bro, after meeting my niece and nephew, who are both like under 10 years old, I would at this point I would much rather have a daughter. And they're just like, really? Like, you want a girl? Like, blah, blah, blah. Easier in the beginning, harder in the end. And I was just like, nah, man, I just want to raise, like, the next Laura Croft, dude. I want to. I literally said that to myself. And I was like, I probably shouldn't admit this out loud, right?
Yeah.
One of those moments like, well, that's out there.
Damn, she's freaking tomb raiding.
Dude, if
Oh.
I had
Well,
a daughter,
God damn it,
she'd
Michael.
be a badass.
No, I'm just saying, like, she brings you back some, like,
Brings you back an
crazy-ass-
artifact.
Yeah.
It belongs in a museum.
I found a cat. It's like a raccoon. It's like,
Oh, God. You're like,
Well,
no.
first off, good for her for taming it.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
fucking.
I got rabies now.
No, yeah.
Here we
Well,
go.
here we go to the doctor. That's the doctor bill right there. But Sparking Zero, I think, is right now the top of my list.
Top, okay.
I really can't think in my head right now of other games.
Of
coming
another
out.
one, huh?
I really can't. I know City of Wolves is coming out.
Yeah, yeah. So, but you
Um,
wouldn't put that on top.
I wouldn't because I know there's other games coming out that are evading my head, like the Indiana
2XKO?
Jones. 2XKO. I'll play it. I wouldn't say it's the
Okay.
top of my list. Not even the Indiana Jones game is on the top of my list, but I want to play it. Yeah, I don't know. I just if I see a trailer of something coming out, I'll see it and see if I like it. But other than that, I'm just just flying by the seat of my pants right now. Just saying,
Yeah.
I'm in my Street Fighter 6 and my Tekken lane, along with playing other games on. I'm trying to get back more into my streaming. I took a break because I was just like, worn out of always like trying to do work, come home and stream, and get pissed off at killers and like playing Lethal Company, and it was just burning me out. So now I'm trying to stream more.
Okay.
I think it was really cool. It wasn't last New Year's, or maybe it was the New Year's prior, where like you called me like right after midnight, and I thought you were streaming or something, right? You're like, bro, let's play Lethal Company like right now.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, okay, yeah, sure, I'll help you out. I'll make some content on. And I was like, are you streaming? You're like, no. I was like, so it's just you and me? Like this is how we're gonna kick off the new year? And I was like, dude, I'm fucking in,
The
right?
quota, baby. We got to meet the quota.
Yeah.
So it's just
So funny story. Like this is how I know me and Dakota are good friends.
Yeah.
Is we were staying up pretty late at night. I think you were streaming. I told him, go buy Chain Together. Go buy it. I guarantee you're gonna get the best content out of this. Me and this guy got further than I've ever gotten. But me and him were just at wits' end at each other. It was like, you said to fucking jump, man. You said to jump. We're just falling further down, and we're just getting like just totally get. I thought you said to go left.
I did not feel like it was voluntary at the time, but I definitely felt like I was getting so tired to the point where my motor functions were not like. I was like, I meant to do that. I feel like I'm cognizant. I feel like I'm clear-headed, but everything that's leading up to it is telling me that I'm not. So I'm like, maybe it's
when he wasn't jumping when he was supposed to. I was like, this guy is throwing right now.
I wasn't. Because I was talking just like the way I'm talking to you right now, but I could feel like my body was just so like I was so fucking
exhausted,
tired.
yeah.
That I was just like, just like
it was still a lot of fun, and I was just like laughing. I was just like, no, we gotta jump here. He's like, I am jumping here.
It also didn't help that every time we would fuck up severely, that it wasn't like I would take it seriously. I would just start dying laughing like I did it on purpose.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, what am I gonna do? I'm just gonna bitch and moan. It's like, no, this is hilarious, dude. That that I fucking suck at this, man.
So I'm interested in like the foreseeable future. Like, what is your goal? Do you want to still just be a player that's keeping people making it out of pools? Are you more focused like, I want to be better until I get top 8 at Evo or something, right? And you're gonna focus on being better at just straight fighting games? Do you want to be a better commentator? Do you want to be a better TO? Like what do you see yourself in the FGC? And like, what are your goals like moving forward? Like, I want to be the best at this.
I would say, I want to be the best in both worlds of the FGC. I would love to be a bracket buster, that guy that just sends a top player to losers, because then it's like, one, that puts my name up there.
Yeah. Like,
oh, he must be good if he puts so and so in the losers bracket. I want to be a top commentator that I'm getting reached out to do commentaries for like King's Cup, for freaking Guild House, or wherever they would want. Yeah. Evo would be amazing, or Combo Breaker, or CEO, where they're just reaching out like, hey, Fistoffury, we have 2 blocks of Street Fighter. We were wondering if you could fly out. We'll fly you out. And, you just have to pay for the hotel, and that's it. Yeah. And, complimentary food and drinks while you're here in the venue, blah, blah, blah.
It'd be badass. You get hella drunk before you go on.
Yeah. Welcome to top 16 of Street Fighters. Like, oh, shit.
That'd be awesome.
Just like the thickest, darkest sunglasses possible. And they're like, dude,
Weekend
you can't
at Bernie's.
But dude, everyone loves it so much. They're getting more
keep
viewers.
calling me back,
so they're like, you need to get more drunk.
Dude,
It's just crazy.
Welcome back to the King's Cup. We're at Evo Fist. Oh, crap. I should have known that by the way that hooker was looking at me out front.
Oh my God.
Dude. All right, so commentary and
TOing is just
TOing.
Whenever it's needed. I don't mind TOing.
Yeah.
I was contemplating TOing at Evo, but I was like having too much fun kicking it with the guys and just not having a fun time. To this day, I have my favorite story with Dakota that will stay between everyone that knows.
It's already on the last podcast.
Oh,
dude.
it is? Okay, very good.
Oh, wow.
I just, I just don't want to repeat stuff that's already been known many times over. But it's my favorite story with you.
Go check out the previous podcast.
Yes.
All right.
Lincoln's right here. Have fun, Dakota. I just gave you some editing
Yeah.
problems.
Yeah, dude. Hey, you gotta. I always have work to do, right?
Yeah. But no, yeah, I would just like to be like, my hand is like everywhere when it comes to FGC. I'm competing, or I'm commentating, or I'm TOing. It's just like Fist does everything, just jack of all trades type of thing. But again, I like to stay relevant in the bracket where people know like, oh, that's Fist, he's not free. I have to take it seriously, because the moment I start feeling like I'm not keeping
You're
up
just
anymore,
going 0-2.
yeah, if I start going 0-2, then I'm gonna be like, maybe this is where my motor skills are just not as quick as they normally are.
Yeah.
But I don't see that in a good long while. I still feel like my reactions are good. I don't feel like I've stepped back a lot on my gameplay or my reaction skills. So I feel like I still got a lot left in the tank.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I think
we'll
you
see.
do.
We'll see. I just gotta get over a few humps. And yeah.
Interesting. Any 2 cents, you guys?
No, I'm just the one story that I wish you would have told. I thought you were gonna bring it up when you brought up UFC. Was you told it a lot better than I did, but it was when Fist elbowed you.
Oh yeah.
You elbowed me.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
elbowed me.
Yeah, I
When?
did. Yeah.
When was this?
It was when I beat you over at the band hall.
In
So-
UFC?
Yeah.
So
It's the first time.
The way that I remember it and the way that you told me. If you don't remember, I'm gonna
Yeah.
try to do my best, recounting of what you told me. But essentially, it was like you were like, "Hey, man, we were, we were commentating. We had like a great fucking, it was a great set. Everything was good to go.
Yeah.
And the second stream, we're all done. The second stream's opened up, and guess what? We were gonna go run, UFC because Dakota bought it on his PlayStation.
Yeah.
And then fucking, I guess like you guys like Fist nudged you with his elbow, and you were over here like, that's the last time you elbow me, right? And in turn, Fist had the most serious face on, thinking like he fucked up, right? He didn't realize. He was like, man, do I not know Michelangelo like that?
Yeah.
Did I do something wrong? And then you turn around and be like, because in UFC, dude, you're not going to land a single elbow, dude. I'll knock you out first round.
Oh, yeah.
And immediately just like the washover of just like, wow, this guy was just fucking with me.
Yeah. I'm never serious. So it's funny when I catch someone by surprise, they're thinking, oh, should I have done that? But it led up to the punchline of UFC and stuff.
Yeah.
But you did have a serious face,
Yeah.
and it did look like you were like, oh, I thought I knew this guy, but it seems like there's something
There's a dark side.
or something.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. It was just like
Dude,
fucking around.
I want to save the story with Spoons, but it's almost something a little similar.
Yeah.
Like me, I'm a kind of guy that like I don't take everything seriously.
Yeah.
It's all for fun. It's all a
Yeah,
fun
yeah.
competition. Like I could beat you in a game, and but I'll joke about it,
Yeah.
But then I'm not the kind that's gonna withhold information either. Like I'm the kind like, hey, you don't know this matchup? Let's get it casual in after, and we'll play. I'll help you, understand the matchup, because if you get better, I'll get better, and if I get better, then I teach you, then you get better. It's just we're just gonna keep bouncing back and forth and just get better together, And that's the way I see it. So. There's a story. I'll wait for Spoons to do it because it's my favorite story with Spoons. And I didn't know this was I did something that changed his view of me until he told me, and I'm just like, really? That's interesting. I didn't know that. It's funny. So I'll wait till Spoons does it in his podcast.
Okay.
It gives you guys a reason to tune
tune
in for
in,
the
yeah.
future.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to
OTG.
Spoons and OTG. Yeah.
All right, so I do have some questions though. I know we're trying to go in free form at this point.
Yeah.
But something that like me and Atlanta talk about often, and something that we find like the most impressive about you, Fist, is your ability to, kind of be able to do, whatever job that we need you to do. You mentioned it where it's like, Michael was like when he was realizing it in the moment, where he's like, wait, you've commentated, you've TO'd, you've done production, you've done all our jobs, right? But like. Yeah, I feel like you have a lot of confidence, like just kind of going into whatever, especially when like you were like, "Hey, let me TO," and the real first time that you just went full on into it was King's Cup.
Yeah.
Where does that ability to be confident, and where does that ability to adapt? Where do you think that comes from?
I don't think it's me being confident. I'm just a go-getter. I'm just a real go-getter. If I want to do something, I just push myself. I do have confidence. I'm not saying I don't have confidence, but like for me, it's like I learn from watching. I don't. I just don't. I don't act like I know something and then put myself out there to look like an idiot. So it all started when I first started coming over here to help out. Michelangelo was doing commentary, and I was just seeing you guys had the keypad here.
Yeah.
And then I just asked you, like, hey, how do I change the name? Hey, how do I change this? How do I change this? How do I change this? And then that's me downloading right there. Like, okay, okay. And then I just start doing it more every single day, learning the different tricks you guys are doing. By that time, I'm like, I got this. Don't worry. Done. We're done. I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. I'm downloading, bro. I that's my one thing. My shout out to my dad for teaching me. The more you learn, the more valuable you will be.
Yeah.
You know. So it's kind of like you can have 3 people in a room, and who are you gonna trust? The guy that's a quick learner, a guy that he just does whatever he wants, but for some reason he just gets the job done. Or you got to take the guy that's patiently learning everything as he goes along to be better.
Yeah.
I would rather take the guy who's patiently taking his time to learn everything than the guy that's a quick learner. Because the quick learner, he's got to learn one thing at a time to be good at that. And the guys that go get it, he's a loose cannon. He's not worth. But the guy who's taking his time to learn everything at once, he is. You don't know. He's just doing whatever he wants to get the job done.
Yeah.
But the third guy, he's learning everything slowly.
Yeah.
At the same time, rather than learning one thing.
Yeah, no, it's just that out of all the people that we've had a lot of people try to volunteer for us, and a lot of times in our Instagram DMs, and for the most part we would love for people to volunteer more. It's not something that we've been like super open to, until recently. But it was just like we just always sit back and we're like, bro, you're so you're an anomaly, dude. You're so fucking special. Like the ability again, like you gotta be big and you gotta yell or at least be fast to beat a TO, or you just have to not be afraid at a bare minimum, right? Because you got a lot of people who I'm very excited to see Carolyn down, go through her TO boot camp and see how she runs a bracket at King's Cup, where again, she's probably an extremely loud person, but doesn't have the stature that we have, right? Or
but she has a reputation. But she's known. She's known.
From what I understand, she's definitely she's earned that reputation between being a savage and running the bracket.
And I feel like that's where a lot of people in the FGCs will respect you. If they know you, not only just as a player, but as a person, they'll respect you.
Yeah.
But if you just come in out of nowhere, they'll be like, you know who I am?
Yeah.
So that's the way I see it. If you have a reputation with everybody and you're like cool, chill, whatever, they'll be like, it's all good.
Yeah.
But,
but again, being able to be a TO, being able to be tech savvy, and then actually having a personality where it's like, wow, people like you. We want to see you on commentary.
I don't think people like me. I think they tolerate me.
Oh my God.
Nah, they like you.
I don't know. I've heard stories.
What?
I heard stories.
I never heard someone
That's
say
fine.
they don't like you.
I got my ear on the ground.
Oh,
I do. Yeah, I'm glad no one's told you guys they don't like me. I'm good. I'm good with that.
think.
Is it just the geef or something?
I don't know. It's like I like Dakota and I both have a very hey, kind of personality,
Dude.
And some people are just they're just very oh hey too
Chill.
too friendly,
Yeah.
So it's kind
I
of like
get
that. But it's they've warmed up to me. We're cool now, but no, I'm just. And that's the funny thing. When we went to that Sacramento, the Sacramento tournament that we went to, funny thing is, after the tournament, this guy's getting hit up. Who was that other King guy? Oh, he was really nice. I'm just like, who said I'm fucking nice in here?
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah. So
I'm laughing because I remember the one time we were running a game that we hadn't run a lot, and I wasn't very familiar with the community. And me, when I try to project my voice, sometimes I just project it a little too much. Not to the point where I come off as I'm screaming, right? I always think there's definitely a fine line between screaming and shouting, right?
right.
Also
Tone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Your tone
right?
also.
So I was shouting, right? Again, just trying to project, trying to get somebody's attention. And just me being just a smidge too loud. Just seeing the jolt in their shoulders, be like, "Oh shit! All right, whatever, whatever you need, dude. Just I'm sorry, right?" I'm like, and me seeing how much I startled that person, I was immediately I'm like, no, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was that loud, right? Like,
Right.
I want to get stuff done, but at the same time, I don't want to make people feel uncomfortable. So you're just as loud as me. I could imagine there's probably one or two people that might have felt the same way.
Probably. Yeah. It's just the household that I was raised in. Just loud Portuguese.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get it.
And that was interesting, dude. I didn't realize that in the very beginning. You know, considering our first intro into, you know, venues was the Portuguese marching band.
Yeah.
And knowing that, you know, Michelangelo, should I say, has a Portuguese background.
Yeah.
But then also finding out that you have a Portuguese background. It
Yeah.
was like, wow, that's really cool.
Viva
dude.
le Portugal.
Yeah, that's crazy. That,
Yeah,
all that.
no, it's funny. It's funny. We both live with our grandparents.
Yeah, we
which
know
is
what's up.
great. My grandmother is amazing woman. Shout out to my grandma. You know, so touchy thing to talk about at this point in time of my life. But yeah, I just love that Michael and I have that same connection
almost
at
like
some point.
We were brought up the same.
We
in different
were.
Ways,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
It's like, what the hell is
I'm just
that?
a cleaner Michelangelo. Look at me, got no tats. You know?
Yeah.
Oh,
And I'm more well fed.
Yeah.
I sympathize.
So yeah, but no, yeah, it's I feel like I have connections with both of you differently, but always
Yeah.
really good connections with all three. So, you know, and I just can't wait to watch us grow further and further.
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely, dude. And again, it's just really good to have somebody else who's like a larger, bigger physical person like this, like on the team where like nobody, like I feel again, the whole like we played sports or whatever. You talked about like, oh, I wanted to play a sports where I could like hit somebody and not get in trouble.
Yeah.
It just feels good that it's like, it used to be me and Kevin, right? Because me and Kevin used to lift weights, and it was like, okay, and I know Atlanta, obviously, real fucking strong guy, dude. But it's like, damn, it's cool to have somebody else like bigger, like on the team too, as well.
Right. Well, no, I used to growing up. I used to play tackle football with all the Tongans.
Yeah.
So we're talking like big boys, you know.
Yeah.
And like you earn their respect if like you tackle the Tongan in front of all of his cousins. Oh, you were a family after that.
Yeah.
Because they know, and if you get hit by them and you get back up, oh, you're definitely hanging around them.
Yeah,
So,
dude, and that's again like me playing rugby, you know, experiencing like a lot of that culture as well, right?
Yeah.
We played with a lot of different Polynesian individuals, you know, from a variety of different islands. It was
Yeah.
like, dude, I feel exactly what you're talking about,
yeah,
right?
those boys hit hard.
Yeah,
Like there is like they're not only are they like they're like big, they're quick,
yeah,
Yeah.
deceivingly fast.
Yeah.
I saw a guy at like 240 in high school. Say I'm freaking like 175, 190. I'll outrun that guy.
Yeah.
I got longer legs. Dude was like a gecko in water, just catching up to me. I'm like, what the fuck? Shit. I'm like 5 yards ahead. I'm like beating him. I'm like, oh, I got this in the back. Throw me the ball. As soon as that ball's coming, I'm like,
Yeah.
what the hell did you come from?
yeah.
It was crazy.
At some point, we're gonna need to have some sort of like MADHouse, like physical, like triathlon or
shit.
something.
Oh.
I've always wanted to like do like, hey, was like at the band hall in the very beginning when we were still like that was our only venue. I was like, bro, we need because their protagonist sent me videos of like foot races outside of the locals where it was
Yeah.
all the FGC people running,
Yeah.
and because protagonist knows that like no matter what job I worked or no matter what I did, I was always challenging people to foot races just because I was faster in high school, even though I was like way heavy. I was like 100 pounds on somebody, and like we're still. And I put those videos in my podcast, but it's like, bro, I want to see like. So every time like someone like threatens to fight somebody else, I'm always like,
Why did I know I was gonna go down that path?
I was like, bro, instead of fighting, why don't you like let's do a foot race right now, dude.
Yeah.
Let's see how fast you really are, dude.
Yeah.
Only to see somebody like grab their hamstring and just fucking go down. Like that would be like the worst thing ever. But
Yeah.
I still it'd be really funny to get those foot races going.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the elephant in the room, Atlanta?
You can say whatever
What's
you
the
want. It's
elephant?
your
Talk about
episode.
the elephant in the room, Atlanta.
What, MADBot?
Yeah, Matt
God.
That man's a villain.
Mad
Have
Bot?
you
I
been watching
had
the
nothing to
Mad
do with that
Discord?
bot. Okay, just
Really? You didn't
I didn't do anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
Have you been paying attention to the Mad Discord?
In the general chat?
Yeah. Is it in general?
It's in like
Dude,
a
it's-
bunch of different channels.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
So-
every channel you can
You know
ask
what?
MADBot.
You know what? Let's do it right now. We're live.
Oh my God.
I want you to go onto the Mad Discord, and I want you to do @MadBot and ask it
God.
any question that you
Any
want.
question.
Ask it how the
Any
weather
question.
is.
We're gonna
Ask-
do this.
Ask about the weather. Just ask.
I love the Super
We're
Bowl.
gonna do
Oh my
this.
god!
I
yeah,
love
right?
the
It's just like,
Super
oh my
Bowl.
god.
Okay, so general.
Yeah,
Just-
Yeah,
and
just
what-
type in
just-
@MadBot.
Tap it @MadBot.
And then just type in how how's the weather or whatever question you
Yeah.
have.
Yeah.
Should come up right there on the top one.
How's the weather?
Yeah.
Yeah,
just say
whatever you
how's
want.
the
Whatever you
weather.
want to say.
Whatever you want to go.
What do you
I
think
guess
of like
we're on
bot? Yeah.
I guess we're on how's
I
the
want
weather.
you to read what it says.
God.
Does it take a while to load or
No, it
anything?
should-
No, it's
Because I
pretty
put
instant.
at MADBot.
Oh well, that's probably
You
why.
fucked up.
Here, hold on.
hang on.
Here, edit.
I got it. I got it. Yeah. Let's see here.
I'm
Oh,
gonna.
you can just edit it, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if
What was
editing it
I-
is
Yeah,
gonna
holding
ping
it?
it though.
No, it's not gonna ping it. Let me hear.
You just gotta delete it and redo it.
You're right here. So it's
Well,
this one. And
Michelangelo?
It's got this period.
Oh, it's the periods.
Yes.
Yeah.
Michelangelo?
Ask
M
it a
period.
question.
Yeah, you could
Yeah,
delete the
ask-
previous one.
Yeah. Ask any question.
Actually, I'll take care of that one for you.
Michelangelo not knowing how to use Discord. What
It's
a surprise.
fine. Don't worry.
Dude, I'm not.
He's the face and pretty face. He's the face and voice.
Yeah.
The weather is irrelevant when discussing the inevitable outcome of a fight. Con the one will lose to Atlanta, and that's the only forecast that matters. It's a 10-0 matchup, and Atlanta will dominate without question. God damn, you guys are poking Con so much. Is this? If I ask it anything, will it be about Con
go
and
ahead.
Atlanta?
Ask it another
No.
question. Go ahead.
No.
Oh my God, the forecast doesn't matter with the pure dominance.
So
of
it's
the fight
ju-
between Atlanta and Con.
It's just about Con.
It's just a running joke at this point.
It is a running joke, but when he says we need to have a physical type of triathlon, and he says there needs to be a fight, I'm just like, oh, here we go. We're down this rabbit hole again. Like he's doing it again. He's asking it a
I
question.
asked, "What's your favorite game?"
Uh-huh.
So I don't have a personal preference, but if we're talking about matchups, it's clear that Atlanta would dominate in any game against Con the One. The outcome would be as one-sided as a 10-0 match, with Atlanta coming out on top every time. Damn, this is torturous to Con. He's like, has he seen this?
Yes.
Yes.
He's,
Oh,
he's responded to MADBot and like,
He
yo,
said,
what the fuck?
Oh, dude, next time. And like, since he's seen this, has he seen you?
Oh, I don't
he
know.
seen-
You know, he hasn't seen
No,
it.
yeah, he did. Actually,
He
with,
did?
at Cartridge Cartel, the first thing he tried to do was try to strangle me. I was like, what did I was like, dude, you don't want to do that.
Damn, because he's a
Dude,
dude.
oh
But
my God.
no joke though. But like, he's been wanting to fight me since like the third strike bit.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm telling
But that's
you.
hilarious, dude. He's gonna
Let's
just go
let's
off.
just do us all a favor. We're gonna go get some boxing equipment.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
I have
Here-
it already. I have it all.
not-
Okay, well then
he
grab
has
all of
it.
it. We'll grab all of it.
Boxing match, headgear
We're
and
gonna,
everything.
We're gonna tell
Safety.
Oh, I
John.
don't
We're gonna
have
tell
that.
John. Just let
Damn.
it happen.
Cartridge Cartel beatdown.
Yeah.
and headgear and just everything safe. You know.
You know what?
Just gets knocked
you know
into the
what?
used game section.
You know, no. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna call this the FGC blow off some steam.
Blow off some steam.
No, I've always, ever since I found out about chess boxing, I was like, bro, we need to do this
That
with
is
fucking Street
ridiculous.
Fighter.
Ridiculous, by the way.
Chess boxing.
They're literally playing chess and boxing each other.
So look
How the hell
at
are you playing
they
chess?
do a round of chess, right? So
Yeah.
they're sitting there with their gloves on, all
Oh,
the
God.
equipment on, and then or how about this? I think they start off with boxing and then they do chess. It might be one or the other, right?
Oh.
But in either case, they do a round of boxing. So they do 3 minutes of boxing, and then in between rounds, they bring in a whole chessboard, and they have 3 minutes or 2 minutes or whatever. They have an allotted amount of time to play chess,
Yeah.
and then they move their pieces. The time is up. They take out the chessboard with all the pieces still. They mark where all
Yeah.
the pieces are. Then they do another round of boxing.
my
So I think
God.
it's like 3 or 5 rounds of boxing, and then like 3 or 5 rounds of chess. And whoever has the lead in chess, and then it's whoever has the lead in boxing will win the fight.
But what if one guy wins chess, one guy wins boxing?
The draw.
Yeah, I have
Just
not
draw.
seen it super much. All I know is it's just like.
That's intense.
Yeah, like so if you get knocked out in boxing, obviously you fucking lost.
You
'cause
lost.
can't
Yeah,
compete
yeah,
in
can't
chess.
move.
yeah.
And do they have gloves on while they're playing chess? Because I can't imagine
no,
they're moving. They
just
take
like
it
the
off.
Velcro. They just take off the straps and then they have the hand
Oh.
wraps, but they don't have anything else.
Yes. Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
So
damn.
I think it's honestly a very good format because the biggest limiting factor in boxing for should I say casual people, right? And this
Yeah.
was my biggest limiter on why I didn't continue with boxing. It was like, bro, I could take a punch, but my stamina is not fucking there at all.
Yeah.
If I had more time in between rounds,
yeah.
I could definitely be more competitive in the beginning.
Yeah.
So it would make sense. Like even if we gave somebody like 3 months to train, like we want you to like run every day and get as ready as you
Yeah.
can. Even with that in mind, like if we add somebody like, hey, we want you to do like we want to do a 1st to 3 in Street Fighter, but we want you to box in between games. I think
Shit.
it would be very interesting.
I thought what would be cool is like money matching, but push-ups. So I could be like, Fist, for this match, five push-ups.
Yeah.
And we bet that. Say Fist loses, he has to do 5 push-ups. The person that eventually cannot do their push-ups loses. That seems, it's not as,
I'm not
violent.
losing a round.
But then you have so you have a guy that's like, he doesn't play fighting games, but he's yoked, freaking Arnold. So he's there like, I'll bet you this. All he needs is like to win one match, and he's like, I bet fucking 50 push-ups, and he's there like losing every time, still betting 50, and he's at like 300 push-ups, and then he bets the nerd that's amazing and he bets like 50 one time, and he gets lucky and wins, and that nerd just has to do 50 push-ups, but he can't, and he lost.
Shit.
That something like that would be cool.
That's actually a pretty good idea, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, you
That'd
write
be
that
fun.
down, Atlanta. All right,
He's
cool.
like,
I got you.
Thank you.
got you.
You're welcome.
I'm not.
we
Gonna
we have
remember.
video of it.
Oh, that's a good point. Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
It's documented now.
Just make sure you can do a lot of push-ups, and you'll be okay.
I can't do. I can probably do like 15.
All right.
Yeah, so I
Time to
got
start
3.
training.
Just
Get
just bet slow.
Going
Bet-
to the gym now.
Mhm.
But yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
motivation.
Yeah, that's
Right there.
definitely yeah. I'm only doing this because of this FGC thing. They were there having this do freaking physical shit. So, yeah,
That would be very interesting to just see everyone's athletic ability. I feel like certain players were going to blow our minds out of nowhere.
Dark. I bet you.
You think
moves
Dark's hella
Dark
fast?
moves like a cheetah.
He'll dance. He'll dance.
He just dances his way to the finish line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, he's lower to the ground with his height, so he's probably just
Dark
just
could be
pretty-
I
athletic.
feel like I don't know if I remember it correctly, but during Evo 2019, there was like some sort of like press event going on where they were trying to promote some game, and there was like a bunch of people dancing, and there was a dance battle, and then like I just see Dark like just like fucking split the crowd, like he's like fucking Prince or some
Yeah.
shit. And he just starts like dancing. He starts doing his thing, and then he's like doing like the one handstand, like fucking kicking his feet up in the air.
Yeah.
And I was over here like, wow. I always heard like, oh, this guy could dance, but I was like, this motherfucker could really fucking dance,
Yeah.
dude. I was
Yeah.
like, dude, he's amazing at Mortal Kombat, and that.
dancing.
I wonder if this goes to anything else at all.
It's like there must be another secret to this
I
guy.
was like, what else don't I know about
Yeah.
this guy,
all
right?
behind the curtain.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
Dude, this has been cool, dude. I'm really happy we were able to do your episode of the podcast again. We were able
Yeah.
to tell it after now we've had so many more experiences under our belt, because I definitely
Mm-hmm.
feel like we have a lot of good stories, dude, and we have a lot of cool stuff that we have planned in the future. So even
Yeah.
more good stories are to come.
I'm excited to
Yeah.
see where this goes.
I mean, we keep growing every Evo. It's kind of nuts, actually, compared to last Evo, where it was a little more quiet, I would say, in terms
Yeah.
of just everyone supporting each other. And then this year blew it out of the proportion.
Definitely. No, definitely. Like I said, it was like a lot more people that you were watching over to see who if they made it out of pools. A lot more camaraderie. Also, like meeting up and all that. So having more people to train with definitely helps out too. Because like I said, like the first time I did Street Fighter 6, I didn't know anything about a Honda. I got bodied by a Blanca because I didn't know he could side switch, and I was just like, I didn't know he could do that, and this guy
Yeah.
just threw me off. And the same thing's been happening with Tekken. I'm just not knowing how to deal with Safinas. I don't know how to deal with like other characters like Lars, but like those are characters that I'm gonna be learning because I'm playing the game more.
Yeah.
Excuse me, but yeah, no, there's like it's just great to watch this community grow, and just watching you guys grow is definitely a lot of fun to watch.
Hey,
yeah.
you've been really helpful to help us grow.
I'm trying, but like I said, I'm the Jack Black from Brutal Legend. I'm just a roadie.
Brutal Legend.
Yeah,
Oh my god, he
Yeah.
did that game.
he was the main character.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
What?
Wow.
What
The hell?
How?
He was in the intro of the freaking game.
He advertised the game.
I
Yeah.
always
He
seen
was in
the
the
front
commercial.
cover, but I never like
the very beginning of the game, he's going into a record store looking for like the album of the game.
Oh my god,
didn't know
I
that?
didn't play it. I didn't
Oh,
play
that's
it.
probably why.
I just
All
always
right.
seen the front cover.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Oh yeah, no, that's his.
I didn't know
that's
it
his
was
game.
him.
Yeah, Ozzy's in it
Oh.
too.
Wow, what
yeah.
the hell?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you summon him to like build up your car.
Is his voice actually?
Yeah.
What's
Voice
the
Oh my
guy?
God.
Lenny? Lenny's also in it.
Yeah,
too.
Lenny. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
From Motorhead. Huh?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Whoa,
That's pretty good.
I
That's a
seen
pretty cool
Lenny
one.
in concert
Yeah.
like a couple weeks before he died.
I was.
What?
I had
Yeah.
a chance to see Motorhead when I was 21, but I got sick, so I didn't get to see him. I was so
Oh,
pissed.
Damn.
I was so pissed. Same thing happened with Linkin Park. Like
Wow.
I had bought tickets
Yeah.
the year. Rest in peace, Chester.
Yeah.
When he passed,
Yeah.
I was at work, and my friend said, "Hey, sorry to hear about Chester, man."
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, "What happened to Chester?" He's like, oh, he passed away today. I'm like, no freaking way. And then it hit harder when I got my refund. I'm like,
Damn.
dang it.
I seen them in 2001.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was 2001.
The Family
that was,
Values tour.
Okay.
It was in San Jose,
Yeah.
and I was so happy to see Linkin Park.
Yeah.
You know.
I luckily I saw them during their Thousand Sun album.
Okay, so you did see him in
I have
concert.
seen them, but I wanted to go again because I hadn't seen them for so long, and I wanted to like get the experience again to see Linkin Park live.
Yeah.
And that was the one time I was just kind of like, you know what? I'm a little broke, but $150 to see my favorite band of all time is worth being broke. So I did.
Yeah.
I respect that.
So I bought my ticket. I didn't expect to go with anybody else, and then a friend said that she wanted to go, so I was like, cool. She threw her 150 in, and then we were gonna go.
Yeah.
And then fate
Damn.
said, "You ain't going again."
When I heard Chester passed, I was sleeping with Slayer.
Oh,
We
really?
were just like in my bed, and we woke up, and I wanted to try to make that a little sexual, but he actually was in my bed,
Mhm.
and we woke up in the morning, and he's like, "Dude," and it was just like, and we
Damn.
had the
Yeah.
WB thing. WB came here to
Mhm.
do when we went to AFK, and
Yeah,
Robert was there, everyone
Hometown
was
Heroes.
there. Yep, Hometown Heroes,
Mhm.
and that's when it happened, and then we're like, well, fuck, we got to go to AFK and do this whole thing. But it was crazy because
Yeah.
it's like amazing band, Hybrid Theory, and all like
yeah.
so wild. Like,
Meteora is still like my
Yeah,
all-time
hardcore.
favorite album of theirs.
isn't it crazy that like, dude has $40 million in the bank when he passed. He has a porn star wife. He has freaking 5 kids, something like
Yeah.
that. And he's still, for some reason, something was going on where he's like, I don't want to live.
Yeah.
It's hardcore.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? People
it's
try to-
serious. It's a serious thing, I
Yeah.
don't take that stuff for granted. And I always like the kind of person I am. I check in on all my friends
Yeah.
because I am a caring person. And like if my friend tells me that something's wrong, like I drop whatever I'm doing. I'm like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
You need anything? Like that's the kind of person that I am because I don't want to be that one shoulder, that one person that could have stopped them from doing something that's going to hurt them.
Yeah.
And that's how I've always been since growing up.
Yeah.
So it's because I've sadly been in that position where I just felt like nobody was around to give a damn about
the
me.
loneliness.
Yeah, it's the Simon and Garfunkel song, "Hello Darkness, My
Oh,
Old Friend."
that's a
yeah,
classic.
yeah.
It's that type of feeling for when I was in that mentality. It was like
Yeah.
there's no one here that understands me. Like no
Yeah.
one here to like talk me off this ledge.
Mm.
And just like I'm in my own darkness all by myself, and it's not a fun place to be. It's not,
Yeah.
because then you start thinking to yourself, "Am I the problem?"
Yeah.
And, we got serious right now.
Yeah.
We were having like fun 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
To be honest-
Right?
to
It's
be honest,
up and down.
Sorry, guys.
No, it's okay.
Yeah,
though.
no, this is good.
These are good topics to
Oh,
talk about.
man.
During
It
all our
is a serious-
podcasts, we all had a moment like that
Yeah.
where not necessarily.
Dakota told me he wanted me to cry, and I thought this was gonna do it.
Yeah.
It's like, dude,
Hi, damn it.
at least like for me in Atlanta, dude, we definitely found like a lot of solace in the FGC, and we just were like, bro, this feels like it makes us complete, right? And not to say that like that's what you're feeling yourself, right? But it's definitely, it feels good to know that like, hey, when you like, for me, my biggest thing, right, when I was in a very similar space was, if I need a friend, I need to be a friend to somebody else, right?
Right.
And I had somebody else even later in life tell me, he was like, having a true friend is like having $1 million in your pocket. Like, you don't really understand like how valuable
The
that
value,
is.
yeah.
So that's why I would go out of my way to try to like, no, I'm going to try to be genuine with as many people as possible, right? Or I'm going to try to go out of my way to like, be a friend. And that's why where I have like a dinner like today, where I'm still meeting with like my high school friends, where like, no, you're going to be the best man in the wedding. It's like, holy shit, dude. It's like, you look at that and you're like, dude, you made an impact on somebody else's life.
Right.
And hopefully I continue to do that with other people in a positive way, right?
Yeah.
And
No.
it sounds like you want to do the same thing.
Well, like it. I would say like 3-4 years ago, like it hit me really hard, where somebody said, "Oh, like what do you and your friends like to do?" And I took a step back and I'm like, well, how many friends do I have? Like I was just always like, meeting friends like through gaming online, but I never hang out with them like outside and go like, touch grass with them, or go places with them. It's just me staying home and just you know, just doing that. It's not for me. It's not something that I would say I was proud to say, oh yeah, I stay home and play video games all day. Yeah, I'm an introvert. Yeah, but I'm not. I'm a mix of both.
Yeah.
But,
Video
like,
games are just so damn fun.
They are.
Yeah.
You know, I like to escape reality. You know,
Yeah.
there's a joke that says like, why do men playing video games so much? Well, consider it for like in be in a different world.
I feel we don't have something to try to escape from. I think it's more like just video games are just so much more fun. I like to compare it to like an amusement park, right?
Right.
And like it's like riding a roller coaster, but you don't have to wait in line. Like
Yeah.
we go to Great America, you got to wait in line for like
Unless
30
you're
minutes.
going into a game that has a queue.
Yeah, but the queue is not as long as a roller coaster ride, right? Like waiting in that damn
It can
line.
be.
It can
It can
be.
be longer, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But usually on average, like Fortnite or whatever, you're getting the dopamine of a roller coaster ride,
Mhm.
but you die, you get off that ride, you hop right back in. Like, you wait a little bit, but
Yeah.
not like some of those lines. Plus, you pay admission, you get hungry, you're in the sun. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not doing amusement parks justice
No, you're
right now.
not. I don't
But
want to go to
there's
Disneyland
there's some
anymore.
negatives. There's negatives.
Fuck amusement parks, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of them, honestly.
No,
No.
I love them. I love the intensity, but I get that intensity also from like a video game, and I don't have to like.
Yeah.
Okay, thank God. I thought he was gonna go somewhere else.
Yeah,
with
no,
that.
no, for a sec there. But honestly, like, yeah, just not a fan of amusement parks.
I
Yeah.
feel it.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree. But then, like I said, to continue the story, I was just like, I was just really like just blown back. Like, man, I don't have any. I have friends, but I don't see them that much anymore because I don't work with them, or they've gone and moved on with life and they're doing other stuff. They have kids and all that stuff. They're doing their thing, and I'm not gonna like say, hey, you want to meet up? Oh, I gotta take care of the kid. I'm like, oh, okay, no worries, cool. I understand. Be a parent first. I understand that. But then being in this FGC community as of late, like I'm a lot more proud to say, oh yeah, me and my friends, we like to hang out and go to do gaming tournaments and all this other stuff. Like I'm more proud of that now compared to like where I was like 4 years ago. Because like I can literally say I have friends. I see them at least once
Yeah.
or twice a week.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got friends.
yeah.
So it's great. It's a great feeling.
It helps.
And like I know that I can like reach out to you guys if like ever want like to hang out. Dakota, I know you're always down. Atlanta, I know you're always down. Michael, I don't hang out with you that much, but I know you'd probably be down.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
hit
yeah,
me
yeah.
up. Shit.
Yeah,
But that's my point. It's like I know that you guys are always down to clown. So
Yeah.
hells yeah.
I mean, I still
Yeah.
want to have a hiking day just to see how it goes.
you can kiss my
Let's
ass.
have a
Me and mountains don't get along.
Let's have a hiking day.
We have a long distance relationship. Me and mountains.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel it.
I have hiking boots.
Oh, I get it.
You have hiking boots,
I
so
thought he was making a joke about the distance.
There you
Come
go.
on.
Yeah. Long distance relationship.
we should try and get like
I mean, I'm not bad. Like I walk every day for work, so I can walk.
get 15,000 steps in. You're good.
I get
Yeah,
probably
that's it.
around 10.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I
Most
say as
people
long as
don't.
you as long as you hit 5, you're good.
Yeah.
Maybe at 10, you're an
Dude.
overachiever.
Yeah, for sure.
I aim for 12, but yeah, if you can hit 15, it's a really good day.
Yeah,
Mhm.
good day for sure.
Which I'm not hitting today at all. but
No. Weekends are
No.
kind of like a hit and miss for me, depending on what I'm doing.
I'm at 8 right now.
I at least get the Stairmaster.
Damn,
So,
okay.
hey.
Yeah, Stairmaster.
Cool guy. Michael, Fist
Okay.
of Fury, should I say? Now that we have two Michaels, right?
Yeah.
Fist of Fury.
You got to say the full title for him.
Yeah.
Michelangelo.
We've covered a lot of different ground. We covered a little bit of your past. We covered a little bit of things that motivate you, some really cool stories. Is there anything that you feel like the audience should know before we wrap this thing up? Any story that you feel would be impactful or something that you feel somebody out there listening could benefit from listening from? The floor is yours.
Be yourself, but don't be afraid to open up to others. I feel that that's one thing that a lot of people think that they go into a tournament and they have to have this face of just like I'm a serious person, like I take this completely seriously, and I want to come off as this kind of like this not like an asshole, but kind of like this over competitive person that's like not approachable. I've met like 2 people that did that, and then all of a sudden like I became friends with them. I'm like, man, you're just a fucking kitty cat, man. And why you act like you're like all really like that, And their personality their personality shows a lot better after like you get through that wall of cement that they're trying to cover that they're really like a nice guy, you know? So I tell people, and it's like, if you want to be a part of the community, if you want to be like approachable to people and like have more friends and like people want to play with you, just open up, be yourself, and just, ask. It doesn't hurt to ask to play somebody. Just because they're a high top player doesn't mean they won't play with you unless they're like getting somewhere. Then respect that. But I always say that the only way I'm going to learn to get better is by playing somebody that's better than me. But I can't do that if I don't voice my desire to play and learn. So be yourself, open up, don't be a dick, and be approachable.
Awesome.
So that's why, and I always say to myself, it's like, treat somebody the way you would want to be treated. And if you don't want to, if you want to be an asshole to somebody, then, just be an asshole, like, behind closed doors. Don't do it in public.
Or if
Keep
you do,
your asshole hidden.
if you
I
do,
can't
Keep
wrong.
the asshole side of you hidden.
if you do, expect somebody to return the favor. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
I don't like seeing bullies at events. So Atlanta, stop picking on Con.
What? He comes after me.
Damn.
He's literally like threatening to physically assault Atlanta, and Atlanta's the bad guy. Still.
Yeah. They're gonna throw blows. We need to
Atlanta.
cement their feet to the ground, so they're and they just swing on each other.
We got to do that
God,
Russian sport.
no.
We put them in the phone booth. Dude. We just
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And they're just, motherfucker.
But see, that's the worst part about this situation, and I feel bad for Con. Is just that if he does swing at Atlanta in any type of capacity, it's like he should know there's two big-bodied guys that are about to jump in, and it's not going to be a fair fight anymore.
I would love to see them in the phone booth, and they're intensely fighting, but then to all our surprise, they start making out.
I knew it was going there.
Oh my
I knew it.
God.
And then they lock the phone booth.
Oh my
And we're trying to get in, like, stop. And they're taking their clothes off. They're sweating.
What is this? It's the end of Bruno where they're in the cage and shit. They're just
There's
like,
a handprint. It's fogging up. There's like there's a handprint. It's like, oh shit.
There's so much heat that they
God.
just had to let it out in
Yeah.
passion. My
We're like,
God.
damn it.
on that note.
That's how we're gonna end this.
Yeah.
On that note, Fist, thank you again for coming on.
Yeah.
We do appreciate you, and we look forward to making so many more memories with you along.
No, I'm
yeah.
excited. I'm excited to see where we're going. And again,
All right.
I couldn't imagine doing it with a better team of guys that I see a lot of progression. So
Yeah.
I just hope to, like I said in the other podcast, I just hope to, like, if I'm not, like, out there, like, being seen a lot, but I'm in the background, like Jack Black and Real Legend, just making sure stuff's going smoothly, not being seen, but I'm doing something, then I know I've done my part.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, Michael.
Michael, what do we say at the end of our episodes?
Hey, stay mad, everyone.
Stay mad.
Stay mad.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. When's the third Fistoffury episode?